And we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Eric Rodriguez, here every Monday through Friday to talk about professional wrestling on the GSMC Sports Network, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern. Just kind of reiterate what we talked about. We had our WWE SmackDown review, we had our Monday Night Raw preview, and now we're going to talk about my weekly power rankings. So, it should be pretty crazy. And, if you guys want to roll with it, whatever. But, obviously, you can let me know how you guys do in the chat. Also in the chat, hit up the GSMCPodcast.net link. Leave a tip, donation, anything's greatly appreciated. Honestly, would love to know if you guys are being entertained, if I'm doing my job right. If you have any suggestions, give me any comments, concerns, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Yeah, honestly, really does help the show, guys. Just a little bit of, just a little bit of help. It goes a really, goes a pretty long way. Here at the GSMC Sports Network, we do love a lot of peace, love, and positivity. So please remember to Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. And yeah, hit up the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. All right, so let's go ahead and dig on into our third segment. We're going to talk about our men's wrestling power rankings. All right, starting off with number 10. Number 10, of course, I have the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Mark Briscoe going to be competing on Dynamite for blood and guts. I don't know why I love that he's in this match, 1,010%. But he has a huge match with Roderick Strong at Death Before Dishonor, I believe on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday, Ring of Honor, man, it's just gonna be. Love Mark Briscoe, love his attitude to always keep fighting and stuff like that. But I don't know. I honestly want to see him still as champion. But he's had a pretty good run. He had a pretty long run. I've always kind of had him on this list because, got to respect the man. Definitely got to respect the man that is kind of, also holding up the Ring of Honor, kind of brand and stuff like that. So, I don't know if he's going to lose the title, much like you kind of saw Kyle Fletcher do Ring of Honor when he dropped the television championship. Maybe you have Mark Briscoe kind of becoming more of a permanent superstar on AEW because he's there all the time. He's part of the conglomeration with O'Reilly, Cassidy, Ishii, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just, honestly would hate to see the belt drop off him if he loses the belt. Not, he had a really good run, had a very, very good run. So, I honestly think that, something's going to give. I see him here at number 10. Hopefully, this isn't the last week he's Ring of Honor champion. At number 9, of course, I have the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, the winner of the Owen Hart Cup tournament and set to face Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship at AEW All In at Wembley. This guy's still on fire, despite after all the injuries, after all the turmoil, after bouncing, back and forth between brands and stuff like that, and leaving WWE. A lot of people thought once when he left WWE, he was kind of pursuing more of a mid card general role. But this guy's still in the main event card. Bryan Danielson, he's still strong. He still can put on like top tier matches and stuff like that. No one could ever he's the ultimate underdog. Everybody remembers that fight when he fought Triple H and you had the Yes Movement. Absolutely, 1,010%. And Daniel Bryan, he deserves all the flowers, 1,010%. He's one of the best wrestlers to ever do it. No doubt in my mind that he is a future WWE Hall of Famer. Is he going to win at Wembley? Swerve has also had a pretty long title run, defeating Samoa Joe. And now with MJF as the international champion, and it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a war. Bryan Danielson is no one you can be like, oh, that guy's going to lose. No, this guy's a fighter. This guy could win any match, to be honest. Definitely. All right, at number 8, I got Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry pinned the TNA World Heavyweight Champion Moose to, eliminate him, giving fans the hope of a new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I thought that was pretty cool. When he got pinned, I kind of knew something was going to give. I was like, okay, that's crazy. We're going to have a new champion out of these guys left over. Kind of sucks how, Kazarian and Nick Nemeth were the last two. But overall, Joe Hendry put on a really, really good match, 1,010%. And he said if he was going to win, he's going to call out John Cena. That would have been pretty awesome to see. That would have been blockbuster. That would have been insane. Something you would never ever would have thought, which would have happened on at a W or like at a TNA collaboration between NXT and stuff like that. So definitely think that was pretty crazy. I love that. You know, like one of those matches where he technically lost, but he kind of won at the same time. Like he was in a really, it was a six-way elimination match. Like, come on, like that's crazy. Obviously you saw the betrayal from Josh Alexander, but I still have high hopes for him. He said he's not going really anywhere in NXT. This guy's an international star. I feel like he's going to go to WWE and get his. So definitely think 1,010% would be crazy to see Ethan Page and Joe Henry go at it for the NXT World Championship in the future. So yeah, at number 8, I have Joe Hendry. At number 7, I got the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn still Intercontinental Champion. He's taken down Braun Breaker. He's fought. I think who was it that he fought that was also very impressive. He also beat off Bronson Reed, Chad Gable multiple times. I like Sami Zayn as the Intercontinental Champion. So far, I feel like he's represented the championship title really, really well, which kind of makes me think that and he wins cleanly too. He doesn't win by ambushing his opponent, or he doesn't win by doing any crazy against the rules kind of heel, playing dirty and stuff like that. And I got a chat from sorry if I butcher your name, Ibzon Arroyo. Greetings from Atlantic City. Hope you're having an amazing night in Atlantic City. I heard it's beautiful. Definitely one of the places I love to go travel if I had the money. But I hope you're doing really, really well. I hope you had a great weekend. And I feel like if there's a triple threat match heading toward WWE SummerSlam, be kind of the perfect way for Sami Zayn to drop the title. Not, whenever it comes to triple threat matches, much like you saw in TNA, like it took us people to kind of bite onto this six-way match for the elimination match for the title, for them to be like, okay, I think Moose is finally going to drop the title. And that's going to be brought up on TNA Impact this Thursday. So, it's kind of crazy. The system they really did dirty. They got did dirty on Slammiversary. It's kind of crazy. I got to speed this up. At number 5, we have the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Nemeth, finally getting some gold. Loved it. Thought it was going to happen a little sooner, to be honest. Obviously, it's, better late than never, I guess. So I thought that was, pretty cool. 1,010%. Next, we had, dang, that fly. At number 5, sorry, excuse me, we have Ethan Page, the NXT World Heavyweight Champion, still doing his thing in NXT, still cutting some really, really good promos. So being that super heel, he has that it factor to him. That kind of like, you can't really like you can't touch this, but you can see that he deserves a championship. He definitely deserves a belt around his waist. Ever since he made it to NXT, his first promo was absolutely 1,010% electric. From the get go, I knew he was going to be a star in NXT. Kind of interesting to see what they do with his character, kind of moving forward. But and Trick Williams as well. Still should probably get his rematch. So Ethan Page, if he wants his role in WWE NXT to kind of be taken seriously, he has to probably, take down one of the best NXTs have is, Trick Williams and stuff like that. So, Ethan Page at number 5. At number 4, we have the AEW International Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Man, this guy is just so crazy, so electric. But you gotta respect him. Respect MJF at all times. Love the guy. All right, at number 3, I have Damien Priest, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He's been around this number 3 spot ever since he became champion. To be honest, I think ever since I started this podcast, he's been number 3 because he's been the World Heavyweight Champion. I really don't know what to do with him just yet. I don't think he's a transitional champion or a bridge champion. Being brutally honest, I think he does have talent, and I think overall WWE really does want to push this young superstar. The audience has been kind of opening up to him, because at first I felt like when they were introducing the idea of him becoming a babyface, he was still being booed and stuff like that. But then that's of course, when he was fighting like with Seth Rollins, obviously the fans are going to take over Seth Rollins. Gunther's doing a really, really good job saying things that'll to hurt the average person who could relate to Damian Priest fighting his way from the streets and stuff like that. So definitely have high hopes for Damian Priest, and it's going to be interesting to see what WWE does moving forward. He He did beat Braun Strowman last week on Monday Night Raw, which was great. I definitely think he needed that win, but he needs to win the match cleanly. He needs to retain his championship without Judgment Day. He needs to win cleanly. Defeating Gunther, Gunther couldn't damn well put Damien Priest over right now with this win at SummerSlam. So, high hopes for Damien Priest. At number two, I have Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes still fighting off the bloodline. It's good. It's good TV. But 2 weeks in a row, it's ended the same with Cody Rhodes' allies being absolutely decimated and demolished and destroyed. So nothing really back. No, there's been rumors about Roman Reigns all over the wrestling, entertainment, industry and stuff like that, but nothing's really came in fruition. But Cody Rhodes has the company on his back. We took a step out of this Roman Reigns kind of bloodline headed company, and they gave it to Cody Rhodes after 2 years of his story and stuff like that. You definitely got to respect what the WWE Undisputed Champion had to go through, leave WWE, kind of learn a little bit around the ropes, become an international star, start a company, come back, win the championship. So definitely got to respect him at number two. And of course, at number one, I have Swerve Strickland. I love Swerve Strickland mostly because much like WWE did with Cody Rhodes, like you've had this wrestling promotion kind of step into the new direction. AEW, Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega injured or suspended, and then now you have the Young Bucks doing their thing, which I think is kind of ridiculous and is getting a little old at this point with the EVPs. And then you had CM Punk leaving, then you had Cody Rhodes leaving, then you had someone big like Jade Cargill leave, and it's just then they put the title on you. They put the title on you. They're like, here we go. You got to basically, fight for ratings. You got to be a very glamorous, marketable champion. And so far, he's won every match cleanly. He's, a well-fought champion. He's come from heel to babyface, over the top and stuff like that. And, he's putting on some pretty damn good matches. Now he has a match with Bryan Danielson at All In at Wembley Stadium. So, nothing but good things from Swerve Strickland from the beginning of his title reign. So hopefully it doesn't come to an end. To be honest, I like Swerve Strickland as the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, do not go anywhere. We're going to move on to our fourth segment. We talked about the men's, and now we're going to talk about the women, the amazing women of wrestling. I'm going to give you my top 10. So hey, stay tuned.